Alright folks, how's it going? Right, in this little video then what I'm going to do is if you're that individual that likes to carry a saw blade out with you into the woods, maybe you already know these sort of techniques and little tips here, but what I'm going to do is I'm going to go through a couple of little hacks or tips or ideas for carrying a blade to be able to make a collapsible bucksaw whilst you're out and about. Alright, so stay tuned. Alright, so you've got your saw blade. I mean, yeah, you can strap it to the outside of your pack. You can wrap it in tape to stop the teeth from obviously cutting or snagging on any kit or anything like this. You then got the other option, like for example now I've just used the fire maple pot, I've used the steamer, and you've got the option to obviously wrap your blade round and put it in there. I'm not overly keen on that, it's just trying to get it in and potentially getting it out if your hands are too cold. But you know, there's a, you know, if there's an argument there, there's an argument. But anyhow, but that's one option. Or another option, as I said, you've got the tape, you can wrap it in tape, okay. Or another one that I sort of found out a little while back, which I kind of think's better, and that is to use some Velcro. Now what I've done here, I literally purchased this. This is 2-inch Velcro, okay, the non-adhesive type. You want the stuff that obviously isn't sticky on the other side, okay. And then the idea is what we're going to do. All right, we're just going to lay one side down, okay, doesn't matter which side, the female, the male side or the female. And then what we're going to do is we're going to put our blade inside the length of the Velcro. Cut it to length, and then what we can do with the other end, the other side, depending on what it is. So in this case it's the male, what I call the male, and then the female side. And then what we can do then is just place that straight over the top there, and that will stop the blade from slipping out. Okay, so let's I need to make one anyway, so let's just go through the throes of making it. It's going to be nothing, you know, sort of like with the video itself, the quality wise, it's literally just me working on my little worktop inside the shed. So what we're going to do then, take that off for a minute. Now also another thing, before I go on with the actual sheath, now some people say about what you use on the ends of them and all the rest of it, whether it's a nut and bolt, split rings, dowels and all the rest of it. Well, I normally use split rings, but literally I had a little tub of something, of old bolts and everything that was on the bench in my shed. I must have been stripping something down, and I've literally just found these. Don't know what they're called. They're obviously just like a bolt with a little thread there, quite long, and obviously you can just do them up by hand. Just a suggestion, this isn't something that you've got to do, but I just thought, yeah, maybe this is quite a good idea. And then run it through there, through your hole, and then obviously when you're making up your bucksaw, that's another way of it, you know, keeping the blade in place. All right, but it's totally up to you, and you take them off, put them in your pocket or whatever. Or if you're going to use split rings, you can just leave them on. All right, so let's take them off for a second. I think the blade that I've got here is about 24 inches, I think. So I'll just take that bolt off of there, stick that one down there, we'll take the other one off. So yeah, so we literally just take that one off there. I'm going to get my tape measure and I'm going to measure it, but I do think it's about a 24. I do think this one's about a 24 inch. Yeah, it's about a 24 inch blade. So then what I'm going to do is I'm going to, with my Velcro, I'm going to obviously measure out probably to about, you know, 25, I suppose. So you obviously you want the overlap as well. So as I say, my workbench is a bit cluttered at the moment, so I'm going to measure out to sort of 25. You can see that somewhere around there. It hasn't got to be anything too much. You literally only want to be covering your blade. So I'm going to go for something like that. And I'm going to find my scissors, and then we're just going to cut it straight across there. Okay, so that's one side, and then what we can do then with the other is obviously just work out. What I'll do is, rather than stick them together, I'm literally just going to put them back to back where they can't stick, or it can't become, where it won't be the Velcro working in motion, as it were. turn it over. Let's take that little tab off there. Okay, and then what we can do now then, so obviously put that length out there, stick our blade in, so it goes one in over there, so you've got a nice little overlap. Okay, can you see that? Yeah. And then again the other end. And then what we can do now, obviously on the end there, you can either take them split rings out, as I say, or leave them in. And then you're going to run that parallel over the top of the other length of Velcro. And then there you go. Neil Andrews from Greencraft was actually making up some belts a while back. I don't know if he's still doing them. I've got some of these Velcro spare, so who knows, I might knock some up and just sell them on the Etsy store. But obviously then now it's protected, you can bend it up a little bit more and you ain't got the worry of it, of the teeth, you know, sort of snagging on your hands or snagging on your kit. If you put it inside your rucksack on the outside or the inside, it doesn't really matter. So there you go, folks. All right, so there's a little project there. If you didn't know, I mean, some of you might know, it's not like, I think Paul Kirtley was one of the first people I see in his book talking about showing these. So you know, obviously you've got that option with the Velcro. As I say, you can put it in your pot if you really want to, and then obviously wrapping it up with tape if that's another option for you. All right, so there it is, folks. Okay, so thanks for watching. If you've got any other sort of saw protective sort of ideas that you use, please share with me. Let me know, let other people, viewers to the channel, if you've got any better ideas than sort of using this. I think this is actually quite a novel way of obviously keeping your blades quite protected. Alright, so there it is, folks. So thanks for watching, take care, and I'll see you on the next video.